The Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game has over 10,000 unique cards for players to collect, trade, and construct their own personal decks. But what would happen if players only had access to the bare minimum? In this series, both TheRJB0 and myself will each open a very select amount of sealed product. Once we open that product, we must build a deck using only those specific cards pulled, that's it. And at the end of each episode, we discard the entirety of our pulls to the graveyard and start from scratch with a new product. Every card counts. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Showdown. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your daily dose of sealed content this week. We have Abyss Rising, and oh boy, there is a lot of fun stuff to be had in this set. So let's get cracking. 24 packs. Let's see what we get in pack number 1. And honestly, right off the bat, this pack is not that bad. So Mermails debut in this set because obviously it is Abyss Rising. So Hild is actually not bad if we get some of the larger Mermails. This allows us to just cheat those out, but those are higher rarity, so we'll see if that actually comes up. Abyss Warrior's quite good because he's 1800 and also has like some weird graveyard manipulation stuff. You can like Phoenix Wing Wind Blast your opponent, but it has to be like from the graveyard. But if they have like a bad card you want to give them, you can like blank their draw, which is kind of funny. And Gagagigo the Risen, not like the best, but it's something you can go into that's just gigantic. 2550, or excuse me, 2950. Nothing to scoff at in sealed.
The last couple of core sets, I think we might have gotten a little bit lucky. Return of the Duelist was incredible. Galactic Overlord was an anime duke out fight. And Order of Chaos, of course, was great because it gave us the best pulls ever. Abyss Rising is a little bit more suspect. I think there is one piece of back row in the entire set that's worth pulling. That being said, I think some of the monsters may be able to make up for it in their utility effect. We're just gonna have to see when we get in there. Pack number 1, Abyssstrum. Not a great card. Solar Windjammer is great because it acts as tribute fodder. I don't know what our tribute summonables look like in this set, but this is one of the best things to get us there. Heraldic Beast Abercronway is cool because it can add itself back to the hand by banishing another Abercronway if we get there, which could be pretty good for us. And Abyss Warrior's an 1800 dude. The Fishborg monsters, as a side note, are also pretty good in this set because I imagine every single monster we're going to be running today is going to be water.
So this pack's actually interesting. There is like some weird stuff going on with ice counters in this set, which is a mechanic that like never took off in Yu-Gi-Oh! But right here we have Snow Dragon and Snow Dust Dragon. So Snow Dragon says when it's destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to grave, place an ice counter on each face-up monster on the field. Then Snow Dust Dragon, a 2800, says you can special summon this card from your hand by removing 4 ice counters from anywhere on the field. Other monsters with ice counters cannot attack or change their battle position. So there could be a world conceivably where like it's not actually unrealistic to summon Snow Dust Dragon because sealed tends to be a bit slower. We also have like Madolche Marmalade, which is just like a 2k defender, but like there's some weird interesting stuff for sealed in here.
Next pack, another Abyssstrum. Bull Blader is a fantastic common. There's basically nothing in here that is immune to this card's effect, so it's very, very strong. Madolche Ticket, also solid. I don't know what our Madolche lineup looks like, but if Ticket hits the board, we will at least have a consistent source of monsters. Next pack, Spellbook of Eternity. Probably the worst rare in here just because we have such terrible Spellbook lineups to work with. Snowman Creator is very, very funny. If you have enough water monsters on the board, it's kind of a removal thing. Mermail Abyss Lung is also a guy that can wall up for us. So if we're looking for water monsters to work with, we've got some of the best ones. Battle Break is also really funny. It's a combat trick, but only if your opponent has 0 monsters in hand. And because this set is almost entirely monsters, we're almost never going to have that be true.
Heroic Challenger Night Watchman is sort of like a Sasuke Samurai with like better stats, so that's not terrible. And then we also have Rage of the Deep Sea. This card's kind of sick. So this card gains 500 attack and defense for each fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster in your graveyard, which means that this card's attack can actually be fucking gigantic if you go all in on the water strategy, which this set obviously lends itself towards. It's only a 1 tribute. Like if you're in like the mid game, this could easily be 2025, maybe even 3k attack, which is giant.
Next pack, Mind Pollutant. Okay, so when I talked about there being 1 back row in this set, this is the one. Mind Pollutant allows you to discard a monster, target a monster of that level your opponent controls, and take control of it until the end phase. If your opponent has a big monster, you can use this to either go in for a huge amount of damage or tribute off it to get rid of it. And that's pretty much the only spell trap style removal that we have around.
There's our first super rare, a one-eyed skill gainer, another rank 4 that requires 3 monsters. We'll see. Obviously, level 4s are like typically the go-to. The Snowman Creator also is another thing that deals with ice counters, so I really want to look into it to see if there's something actually there. Solar Windjammer is also just something that we can special summon to the field for free, so if we do have like any tribute monsters, this is a card that we definitely want to play.
Here's Medulce Crefsaunt too. Crefsaunt's pretty good because it just gets us bigger. It becomes a bigger guy if we have another Medulce around, and that could be crucial in this set. Heroic Advance is an interesting one. I don't know if we have any heroics to work with, but we saw what that accomplished in Return of the Duelist. Oh, wait a second. This is a good card. Heraldic King Genome Heritage. This is a card that has 2400 attack on a rank 4, which is just good in and of itself. But once per turn, you can target a face-up Xyz monster your opponent controls and basically copy it. Now, I don't know how relevant that's going to be, but a 2400 attack guy, not terrible. Also, Emperor of Prophecy is pretty crucial in this set. It's basically our entire source of tribute summons, and one-shot wand for spellcasters, if we get enough of those, could be really good.
Mermail Abyss Lung is another payoff for the water strategy because your opponent can't target face-up water monsters for attack except this, and all water monsters gain 300 attack. He's 1800 defense, which like is not like the easiest to clear. It's not impossible, but he's kind of an asshole. There's a gun too. I mean, we still have a lot of work to go on the Mermail department, but like we're slowly getting some of the makings of it. Forbidden Dress is actually an interesting card just because there's a lot of like cool battle tricks we could do with this card, so we'll probably play that for sure. We also got a Bull Blader. This is our first one of these. This card you may remember from Necros format, and this card is actually fantastic because it's basically like built-in removal in a monster effect, and because this is common, Robert and I are most likely going to have 3 copies of it. This is going to be an annoying card to deal with, but in all honesty, it's good enough that I'm happy that we at least have some removal.
Next pack, there's a Mermail Abyss Pike. I don't think that does anything for us in this set, but is a pretty decent guy, level 4, maybe? Okay, I can see one situation in which Abyss Pike is going to be strong for that, and that's if we pull an Abyssland. Abyssland is really, really strong, and Pike can search it. Medulce Messengelato is pretty good. I don't think we have a way of special summoning it, but it is a pretty decently big guy. If we can special summon it, it searches us Ticket. Abyss Scale of the Kraken is also sick. We do want to see as many Abyss Scales as possible.
Well, there is an ultimate rare, that Wacky Alchemy. I don't think this card is particularly good, but you know, I guess an ultimate rare is an ultimate rare. Another Solar Windjammer is pretty good. Missing Force is like a very weird Exiled Force clone that's probably okay. It's sort of like a change of heart, actually, instead of it like killing the monster, which is kind of funny, but you can't control other monsters to use it, so it's a bit situational.
Another Messengelato. Okay, I haven't seen any further tickets, which is a little bit concerning. I also haven't looked into Gravity Blaster. Let's see if this card is any good. No, unless we have machine monsters to work with. Not sure about that one. Rage of the Deep Sea is also something to keep an eye out for. It is a level 5, so it's a 1 tribute that gains 500 attack for each fish, sea serpent, or aqua type monster in your graveyard. I think that becomes relevant at like 5, and those are most of the monsters we're going to be trying to run.
Okay, Abyss Sphere is not a bad ultra rare. We need like a good payoff for Abyss Sphere because we don't have any of the gigantic Mermail cards yet, but that for sealed, Abyss Sphere is actually insane. I also don't want to omit Mecha Sea Dragon Dragon Plesion. This card has got to be one of the weirdest looking cards I've ever seen, but this card's actually insane. So if you control a face-up Sea Serpent monster, which this is an Abyss Rising, you can normal summon this card without tributing. Once per turn, you can tribute a water monster, target a face-up card your opponent controls, and destroy it. It is a tribute monster, but again, if you have Sea Serpents that you can keep alive, this card is crazy. 2 ultimate rares in our Abyss Rising opening. Number 9, Dyson Sphere. We're probably not playing this, let's be honest. I don't think we can even make rank 9s if we wanted to, but it'd be very funny if we could.
Spellbook Starhole? Okay, I will actually take it. If we're running things like Medolce Ticket, if we're running things like any other spell, I suppose, this could improve our chances with our spellcasters. A Mermail Abyssturge is really strong, arguably the best normal summonable Mermail. There's another heroic advance. We saw an extra sword, which could be good, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to run that card. Abyssturge is great. I am really looking for Abyss Scales.
Now that's an Xyz we might be able to make. Snowdust Giant is not like the worst card. It's like fine. In sealed, it's actually like decent just because it's like a 2200 body that can clear most things. So we'll take it. We've got some other okay stuff in here, but we've already got most of this. Lemuria the Forgotten City is actually a field spell payoff for going the water route as well. It gives all water monsters 200 attack and defense, and during your main phase, you can have all water monsters you currently control gain levels equal to the number of water monsters you currently control. So that is a way to go into like higher level Xyz plays potentially. You kind of just want this for the boost because it actually makes things like Abyss Lung like a 2k, and it makes the Abyss Warrior, I think it is, the guy with the gigantic nose, it makes him 2k attack, which is quite big.
Advanced Heraldry Art. Okay, now we're talking. So I have the payoff for Heraldic Beasts in the form of the Lord Genome, but Advanced Heraldry Art actually gets us there. Most of the Heraldic Beasts suck, but Abercrombie is good, and if we can get a second Heraldic Beast that we're okay running, Advanced Heraldry Art becomes very strong. Oh, Mecha Sea Dragon Plesion is really strong. It's a machine monster, but I don't think we need to run the equip spell for it to be good. All right, there's a second Advanced Heraldry Art. This is actually becoming a relatively consistent strategy. There's also another Abyss Scale, which we definitely wanted.
Another holo, Abyss Squall. I'm happy to see these, but we don't have like payoffs yet, and that's the one thing I'm concerned about. Another Windjammer Warrior. I think we're like good on all these commons, but we need like a bomb to be able to just really drop in mid-game to just win the game entirely. You've got to be fucking kidding me. A second copy of that Wacky Alchemy Ultimate Rare. That has got to be a joke. Out of all the things that this could have been, that is depressing.
There's an Abyss Mander, the biggest guy in the world of the Mermail monsters as far as defense goes, but not an inspiring card. Bullblader is great. I think we've seen 3 now, and that's important. We haven't really seen much in the way of holos since the Heraldic Beast, but, I mean, the Heraldic Beast is just about as good as it gets. Another Abyss Mander, excellent. There's a Snowdust Giant. Interesting. So here's actually a payoff for all the level 4 water monsters we're going to be sitting on. You can detach an Xyz material, reveal any number of water monsters from your hand, and place that many ice counters on face-up monsters on the field. Non-water monsters on the field lose 200 attack for each ice counter on the field. This is a nutty payoff for all of our waters. Interesting. All right, about a third of our packs left. I'm getting some cool things to work with. I would love to see some of the cards that can clutch it out for us. Justice of Prophecy is potentially one of those. She does work really well with One-Shot Wand. Also, that's our first Mermail Abyss Hild. This card could be really strong with our Mermail lineup that we have because it summons a Mermail monster from your hand. If you can do that, that makes it really easy for us to get into Snowdust Giant.
Following that up, we have another useless Xyz monster for our purposes, Empress of Prophecy. The reason it's useless is because we're probably not going to be able to play this. It's a rank 5 that needs spellcasters specifically. I won't write it off, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think that's like my 3rd copy of Messengelato, and Ticket is a common. So even though like obviously Abyss Rising lends itself to water, there is still like a little advantage loop of having the Medolces potentially, so I need to look out for that.
There's a second Mind Pollutant. That's an interesting one. Although at this point, I'm looking for Abyss Guns and other Mermail monsters more than anything. Number 9, Dyson Sphere is our ultra rare. There's no way we're summoning that. But hey, another Bullblader and another Crufsant. Another Messengelato. Oh, I am beginning to think about all the Messengelatos we pulled, and I am beginning to regret every single one of them. Next pack, Gaga Gigo the Risen as a 3 mat rank 4. Sure. There's another Abercrombie. I'm not sure if we've gotten 3 of this yet. I certainly hope we have. If I can get 1 more advanced heraldry art, that strategy is going to be really strong. A heroic champion Kusanagi. Huh, I've been getting all of the massive Xyz monsters you can get in this one. It takes 3 warrior type monsters, which I'm not sure we can afford in this set, but it's a very strong monster. All right, last pack. Another Popcorn. Okay, not ideal. Abyss Hill, though, honestly not bad. I think I'm probably going to be searching. Hold up, that's a field spell. Popcorn. Lemuria. Planet Pathfinder.
Another holo, haven't seen one of those in a while. Heroic Champion Kusanagi. Unfortunately, 3 level 4 warriors might be a little bit out of reach for us. We've only got a few packs left, so let's go ahead and just send the last few here, see if we get anything crazy. Another super, Attack the Moon. That has to do with rock monsters, which unfortunately I don't think we have many of to play with, so we're probably not going to be playing that. That is our second slushie, though, so that is very funny. I don't know if there's any way to be able to do anything with that. Second to last pack, that is Emperor of Prophecy. I guess that goes with their Empress, but unfortunately they suck, so we're not going to play them. Last pack, it sucks we don't really have like a big mermail payoff, and it doesn't look like we're going to be getting one. That's our first Eternity, actually, if you can believe that. And yeah, so some interesting things to think about when it comes to like snow counters and water synergies and like Madolches. I'm really curious to see what this deck's going to look like, so let's get to building.
Oh god, what is this? Oh, this is the ugliest sealed deck I think I've seen in the show so far. I loved Abyss Rising when it came out in the TCG. This is not a good look for it. This is all monsters, establish tempo, turbo, or lose? Oh, okay, I guess I'll do a card by card. We've got mermails that have high defense, mermails that have decent attack and search guys. The mermail we can search because I didn't get any copies of Abyss Gund. And then we've got Snowman Creator, which has like okay attack and can maybe pop a monster. We've got Deep Sweeper, which also has okay attack and can maybe pop one of the like 2 spell traps that exist in this set. Abyss Warrior is an 1800 guy who can get big under Lemuria. He does have one cool application, which is that he can recycle your Bowl Bladers if you really want, or you could stack your opponent's deck with a useless card. He's kind of cool in that way. We've also got Rage of the Deep Sea. This is kind of a late game card for all of these Fish and Sea Serpent cards. And then Mecha Sea Dragon Plesion. Would have loved to have seen more copies of this card. This card is ridiculous. It's basically like a Monarch at home, but I didn't get those. And then the rest is pack filler. We've got Double Heroic Challenger Night Watchman. It's basically Watmole. We've got a 2000 Defender. We've got Bull Blader, possibly the best card in the set. Basically an instant out to any monster in the game. Whoever establishes one of these first may win, may lose, depending on if they use it up on a suboptimal monster first. We've got 2 Stoic of Prophecy. It can get you your other Prophecy monsters. Justice. Oh, and Hermit. This is already putting me to sleep. And 3 one-shot wand to go with them, as well as 2 copies of the Emperor of Prophecy. Another target for one-shot wand, just a big guy, and then Mogmole as kind of a defender, kind of a tribute material. Mind Pollutant is one of the few ways we have to out monsters. If we can discard a monster of a particular level, we can steal a monster of that level and then overlay with it. We've got a number of monsters with which to do that. And then we've got Lemuria to make our water monsters big when we want our water monsters to be big, and 3 one-shot wands. The side deck is stuff for advanced heraldry art, Popcorn, because it's Popcorn, and some Madolche stuff. Wow, this is really something. Maybe this one can turn it around and show me some good gameplay, but oh boy, Abyss Rising, what are you doing?
So, I guess this is going to be a lot less interesting than I first envisioned. I don't know if it's because of the way our polls went, but I'm not looking too forward to this, although there is the potential for this to be kind of crazy. I think the problem is that, like, we don't have a ton of of ways to interact with cards that RJ may have, and so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Let's do the card by card. So we have 3 Abyss Warrior. This may be like the best card in our deck. Bull Blader's like removal, so actually this is probably the best card in our deck. Deep Sweeper's kind of funny just because it like can pop back row, but also is just like a decent body as well. Fishboard Planter is sort of like a one-time Treeborn Frog that's kind of neat, and so that allows us to be able to get like a tribute fodder out for one of our like many tributes that we're playing. We're playing the 3 Marmalmaid just because it's a 2k defender for the tributes. Speaking of which, here's some of the tributes. The Mecha Sea Dragon Plesion. The thing is, there's no Sea Serpents that can be face up because we just don't have any, because I think they're all like the Mermail cards that are like high rarity. So he's just a big dude, but also we can just pop stuff, which is nice. Our deck's all water. Abyss Lung's a defender that buffs our whole team. Abyss Mander's a 2k defender that also shares the Mermail name. We have 2 Rage of the Deep Sea, which we have plenty of targets for this to make this guy gigantic. And then we are playing the ice counter stuff. 3 Snow Dragon, 3 Snow Dust Dragon, and 3 Snowman Creator. I was thinking that if my pulls are as bad as Robert's, he's gonna have to play this as well, which means there's gonna be a lot of ice counters on the field, and that means it's gonna be very easy for us to summon Snow Dust Dragon. We're gonna have to be very careful though, because this could be a way for us to very easily lose the game. Solar Windjammers here is a way to just be able to get tribute fodder out. The spells, I just have 1 Forbidden Dress and triple Lemuria. Honestly, I think like this is probably not even that good because like it's gonna buff his stuff as well, but there is a world that if he isn't playing like you know, the water stuff, that this could be like okay. And then we have Abyss Sphere, which is good for tribute fodder, and Abyss Squall is actually a way we can go into something like our One-Eyed Skill Gainer or Gaga Gigo the Risen, which with Lemuria, this is 3150. This has got to be one of the hardest things to kill if we can do that. The side deck, I've got triple Electromagnetic Bagworm. This card is like really weird, but it's like okay because it is a way to like lower the attack stats of monsters, so that way we can actually get over things. I have another Fishboard Planter, a Mogmole. This is sort of like the same card where it's just another body for tribute summoning. Another Rage of the Deep Sea in case this is like the best card in our deck. Different Dimension Deep Sea Trench is kind of funny, so you could banish like a water monster from grave, and then if we Deep Sweeper pop our own trench, we can like revive it. So if we're like late game, Rage of the Deep Sea might be like 4,000 attack, and this is like a 2-card combo to bring him back to the field, so that's kind of funny. Battle Break I don't think is a particularly good card. It's only really good if we're in like low resource games, and so I'm just not even gonna play this. Magic Deflector could come up, but I doubt it. And Wacky Alchemy could actually be good if Robert actually has a way to play into this, but I'm not taking my chances with that. So we'll see. This is gonna be a weird one, that's for sure. So let's not make you guys wait any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. Well, RJ, I think we summed it up best right off camera. This set was incredible for constructed play because it added a lot of incredibly powerful cards to archetypes that desperately needed it. But for sealed...
It is abysmal.
Yeah, ha, ha, ha. It sucks, right? Because like in my head, I was like getting hyped up. I'm like, oh, Abyss Rising, this crazy set. And then as the more I started opening the packs, it's just like, fuck, this episode's gonna be miserable. There's some kind of funny stuff that's probably gonna come up, but at the end of the day, I'm kind of disappointed with this one. Not gonna lie. You in the same boat?
For sure. Well, we'll see how the gameplay turns out.
Let's see if we can navigate the storm together, my friend. We're going to be having a lot of bad jokes this episode. Shout out to patron Zachary Jacobson. Thank you for the support. It all starts with good old rock, paper, scissors. And
I'll take it.
My boat just got rocked. What are you going to do?
Oh, man. Well, the good news is the fans get to see what would happen if we had a Hidden Arsenal set in Sealed Showdown.
You know, they always ask, like, why did you do Hidden Arsenal 1? You might actually find out why that... to be fair, this will be more interactive than that, but not by much. Best of luck, buddy.
Best of luck to you as well. I'm going to start with kind of a weird one. I am going to activate Lemuria, the Forgotten City.
Let's go! Reciprocal field spells!
Hell yeah! And normal summon Deep Sweeper!
Woo! Let's go!
That's the whole turn.
This is like LOB format. That's all this might as well be. All right.
It really is.
We'll go draw.
It's worse than LOB because LOB at least gave us Fissure.
That is true. That is very true. Hey, we have Bull Blader. Okay, well, maybe one of us does. I didn't think about that.
An excellent point.
We'll go main phase 1. I guess.
All right.
Damn, Deep Sweeper. He's sweeping. He's kind of big, huh? I guess.
The deep sweep.
I'll set 1. And I'll pass. Go.
Getting spicy. What is that? An Abyss Lung?
Don't worry about it. It could be anything.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Interesting stuff.
Okay, let me help you out here. Did you know Deep Sweeper works on your own spells and traps?
Ooh, great point. All right.
In case you were tired of the backdrop, you know, just want to let you know that that is an option.
I appreciate it greatly. Truly, honestly. The deep sweep continues.
It's fine.
Okay. Oh, I'm a dingo. I had a way better move in my hand.
If you want
Let's
to do
go
the
to
better
battle.
move, that's fine.
Okay.
Totally go back.
This is okay. All right. It's it is a bull blader. It's just a
excellent.
way better move.
That is actually a way better move. I should have let you
position.
take that back. Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
Yeah, we're going to declare as effect attacking into your face down monster.
All right. So it is Madolce Marmalade. I'm gonna shuffle this back into the deck.
Get back in the deck.
Yeah.
I'll
18.
attack in with the deep sweeper
I'm
for
getting
18.
swept up. All right. That's fine.
Yes, you are.
Terrible.
All right. Your go.
Actually just terrible. All right. We'll draw. Standby main. Guess I gotta like do this at some point. So yeah, I will normal summon Snowman Creator.
Uh-oh, there are 2 snow counters on the field
There are
now.
ice counters, sir, not
Ice
snow
counters.
Not to
Sorry,
be,
that's
not,
very
Are there
important.
snow counters in Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't fucking care.
Ooh,
We'll go to battle. Let's just take out Bull Blader.
okay, I will declare Bull Blader.
Yes. All right, so no damage
right,
will be taken here, which is actually kind of annoying for this card.
Yeah, it is.
Second main, I'm just gonna pass. Like, there's like nothing else for me to do.
Let's go. All right, draw for turn.
Yeah.
That's an okay card. I actually think this is a good use of this card. I'm going to normal summon Mermail Abyss Pike.
That's not bad. Sure.
Yeah, and we'll declare Abyss Pike discarding Stoic of Prophecy.
Interesting. Okay. Sure.
And I will add from deck to hand. So many options in this set. I say, like a liar. I'll add Mermail Abyss Hild.
I was about to say, there's not many options. You're going to trigger that Stoic of Prophecy there, buddy?
Oh my god, I didn't even think about how cracked a play that was.
Wow.
I thought it was from field to the
I
graveyard.
thought that was the whole point of you doing this. I
Oh no, I
you.
did not read this set. Okay, where the hell is it? I know that there's a good card in here. It is... Oh, it's hiding under my UI. It is Justice of Prophecy.
Okay, she's fine.
Adding her to my hand.
Not bad.
Card
advantage.
Let's go to battle. I will attack in with my
The
dudes.
deep sweep continues. I'll take 36.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. I'll draw. I guess I gotta try to do something. So let's see what happens. I will special summon Solar Windjammer since I control no monster.
Oh, okay.
I will sacrifice Solar Windjammer for Mecha Sea Dragon Plesion.
Oh no, this card is good.
This card's cracked, actually. This card's kind of
This card is really good.
All right, we'll go to battle. I will take
Okay.
out... These are basically the same card at this point. I'll take out Deep Sweeper, so we're not sweeping
Okay,
anymore.
I will take 500. The sweep
We'll
is
take
over.
700, sir.
Oh, God, my own field spell. All right.
I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. They're basically like the same card at this point. So second main, the kind of cool thing here is that if I wanted to, I could just like sack off Plesion to pop your spike over your pike over here, excuse me. Because it doesn't say other water monster. I can distribute any water monster. But I also kind of want to live. But the problem is I might not live anyway, considering the fact I'm behind like 10 cards. I know you have Justice and Hild, so at least I know there's 2 cards in your hand that don't do anything. So I guess I'll just pass and I'll just see what
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's draw for turn. Ooh, that's a cute card. I will normal summon the Justice of Prophecy.
Sure.
And I will equip her with one-shot wand.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So she's...
Oh, I'm a dingo.
I was about to say.
I forgot about my own spell card.
Would you like to take that back, buddy? Add to the take-back counters over there? Yeah.
someday I'll read a card, I promise. Okay.
It's funny, the field spell is actually kind of biting you in the ass now.
I promise it will not for long. Let's normal summon the Deep Sweeper.
Do you have an overlay play in our future? Sure, that's fine.
I do have an overlay play in my future. Oh, that's so funny. That doesn't do it. I might be a little bit boned.
Were you going to try to snow dust giant me over there? Was that the plan?
I'm not going to say I was going to snow dust giant you, but there is a decent chance that I was going to. You know what? I deserve to lose this one. Your go.
All right. I'm liking where this is going. I'll draw. Main phase 1.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's not. I want to say I'm in like an okay position, but it's not like the best position either. Like I'm not feeling like I'm totally winning this game right now. Normal summon Snow Dragon.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna activate Plesion. I'm gonna sack off the Snow Dragon, pop the Sweeper, I guess.
Yeah, it occurred to me as I was hitting end phase that I could actually take out the Lemuria, and that would have allowed my Justice of Prophecy to do what I wanted to the next turn.
That's even funnier.
It's just, you know, I'm doing great tonight.
Hey, take your damage, sir. Take your 700.
Oh, I did take damage.
Yeah, there's no Bull Blader on the field right now.
Stand by main.
You were laughing at me saying Deep Sweeper could pop Lemuria, but like...
I know, that would have actually saved me last turn. We are going to...
Well, you normal the Deep Sweeper, so no, it wouldn't have saved you last turn.
Well, it would have saved... If I had done that last turn, it would have saved me for this turn.
Oh, for this turn, yes. Last turn, it would have just done nothing. Yes.
We are going to...
This is kind of a problem for you. Plesion, when you're
on the back foot,
is like kind of like the
It's
best
a little bit of a problem.
In the game.
I am going to set a monster and pass my turn.
All right, just like that. We're somehow back in this. Normal Bull Blader. Let's get to it.
All right.
Let's hit in.
Bull Blader's
Activate.
effect.
Yep.
It's the exact same one that you had.
The Marmalade.
Yep, it is the Marmalade.
Right.
To the top of the deck with her, and I'll shovel her back.
And we'll go 25 to the face.
I'll take a hot 2,500.
Summon Skull. Where you at? Main phase 2. I will just pass the turn.
All right, draw for turn. Oh, hold up. Interesting. Do I have a play here?
I don't know. Based off the way this game's been going, it's really hard for me to answer
Why
that
are
question.
those level 3s? Oh my god. Okay. I might not have a play. I'm really, really close to being able to out the fucking Plesion.
While you're struggling with that, can we appreciate Lemuria's artwork? It's quite pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I also find it quite funny with Plesion how there's only like one Sea Serpent monster in the whole set where you could just like have that out to normal summon this without tributing.
That's true.
It's like
and
Megalo.
It's
I think it's like Megalo and maybe is Bahamut Shark a Sea Serpent?
Yes.
Yeah, like so there's 2 technically.
This is really awful, but I think I have to actually just normal summon Justice of Prophecy and crash with Bull Blader.
Just to get Bull Blader off the field? Sure.
Yeah.
So we'll declare. No damage.
Yeah.
Both die.
And that's the turn for me.
What an annoying card for Sealed. This is the end of the game. Normal summon Abyss Warrior, and that'll do it.
Yep, you got it.
Right.
Wow, I played that incredibly well. Truly the best game of Yu-Gi-Oh! ever committed to paper. Wow, just an incredible game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought so. I just really, you know what? Given how well going first went last time, I think I should do it again.
Watching that is like watching, having an out-of-body experience watching me play the YCS this past weekend, because that basically sums it up. How we day 2'd, I don't know. Joseph is a godsend to our team. That's
Great skill and dexterity. Yeah. That's what happened. It is a set pass kind of
one of those kind of hands.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, stand by main. You know what? I love your play, but I like this better. I'm gonna normal Bull Blader. And
God damn it! All right, he's pretty good. It is, just keeps happening the same
literally
way.
The only card
it?
This is gonna out is fucking Marmalade. I'm convinced. Go ahead. Like Bull Blader is
draw for
such.
turn.
It's so this set is awful, and then there's Bull Blader in it, and this is like literally just like the God card.
There's no way that's the plan.
And it's like there's so little removal in this set that it's like just almost impossible to deal with this card.
Yeah, it's rough. I have to go down pretty heavily on cards to take out this Bull Blader.
But it's like if you don't, it's just going to eat your board alive.
Yeah. And so With that in mind, kind of normal summon Dolce Marmalade.
Woo! I mean, you can use these cards to out it. Oh, even better. Even better. Yeah, wow.
It's true. Just amazing stuff.
Okay. So I'll declare here. So now, how is this going to work with one-shot wander? Can you not use it because otherwise...
I can't use it because it won't be on the field to be sent after damage calculation. Oh, yeah.
So we'll 2-for-1 here. You get the Marmalade back. You know, there's that.
To the top of my deck, for sure. Or shuffled into my deck. And that's my turn. It was truly awe-inspiring.
That was a great turn of events in favor of Team Cimo over here. We'll go to main phase 1. Liking my chances. I've got Lemuria, so we'll go ahead and fire.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
And let's just go for the good old Abyss Warrior and just hit in for 2K.
Truly abysmal.
And that's it.
How many times can I make that one joke? Well, that's funny, but it's not what I want. Let's actually use a Bowl Blader of our own.
Sure. Also, what the fuck is with Abyss Warrior's, like, nose?
It's because it's a whale, right?
I think.
So it's got a whale head.
I guess. I don't know. Like, Abyss Soldier, for everyone who remembers that card looked awesome. But, like, this Warrior...
He's a different kind of whale.
He's a different kind of whale. He's a different kind of whale. Okay, so you're going to activate Bowl Blader here. So
yeah, we are going to use it. Yeah.
All right, so we're both dying here. Cool.
Yeah. That's my whole turn, buddy.
All right, this is going well for you, I see. I guess keep the pressure on. We will go Snowman Creator 18.
Ooh, he do be creating snowmans.
He does. Not this time, though, because there's no ice counters going anywhere.
Yeah, I'll take 18 here.
And that's it. We're just playing beatdown.
All right, draw for turn.
Yep.
Oh, such a good card for me to draw right now. The hell ass balls do I do with this? I'm just going to set a monster and pass.
Okay. We'll draw. That card does literally nothing at this juncture. Main 1. I think the play here is to normal Snow Dragon.
Ooh.
And we're going to overlay for the good old Snow Dust Giant.
That's probably like the end of the game, huh?
You know what's funny about this card? I like how this is a Beast Warrior. In a set that's like exclusively all water stuff. Yeah, we'll hit in here.
All right, it is an Abyssmander.
Yeah, that's why I had to do it, because there are like a significant number of like high defense things that Snowman Creator does not clear. So I figured that was the optimal move. I will just pass it over.
All right, draw for turn.
I will say one of the small redeeming factors of this set is that there's like several Xyz monsters that are like common.
Yes, that is true. I've decided that there is only one way that I get out of this one. And it is drawing and hoping. Your go.
I'll draw. Stand by main. I guess we keep the pressure. Normal deep sweeper. The sweeping will continue.
Continues.
All right. Abercrombie. Interesting. 18 to the face. And, buddy, draw your last pathetic card, because you're going to need it.
Oh, that wouldn't have been a last pathetic card if I had a second Abercrombie in play.
Advanced Heraldry.
Oh,
that's sick.
Man, that is too bad. Wow, I got destroyed this
week.
You
got deep sweeped. That's what happened to you. You want to do the game 3?
Yeah. I gotta pretend that that I didn't absolutely throw game 1. Let's do this.
All right. I will let you go first again for the.
I appreciate it. It's gone so well for you.
I'll be honest. It hasn't been going well.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Maybe this will be your game. Maybe this will be your game.
I will say this is a drastically better opening hand than I've had previously. I am going to set a monster. It could be literally anything, and I'll pass my turn.
Okay, I'll draw. We'll go standby main. I am going to set a monster of my own, and I will pass the turn.
This time, I'm the first one to the Bull Blader,
there we
buddy.
Go. Okay.
Let's go into battle. I'll swing in.
So I wanted to play around the Bull Blader this time. It is Fishborg Planter.
Ooh. What are you up to
Don't worry about
there?
what I'm up to, buddy. Don't worry
All
about
right,
what I'm
I'll
up
pass
to.
the turn to you.
You'll find out in due time. You'll find out in due time.
I'm sure I will.
We'll go standby main. Let's go Snowman Creator, and let's crash with the Bulblader.
All right, sounds good. We'll declare the Bulblader just for good measure.
Yep. You would have had ice counters on the field, but actually, no, I have no monsters. That's the other card. Go ahead. I'm done.
All right, draw for turn. That's not a bad one. I am going to sack off Madolche Marmalade for the Emperor of Prophecy.
The Emperor of Prophecy. Sure, that's fine.
I mean, let's swing.
23. I'll take it.
All right, your go.
I'll draw. And Robert, you might be wondering what I'm doing with Fishborg Planter. You might find out. So I'm going to go ahead and declare that effect if you don't mind. I'm going to mill the top card. And if it's a water, I can special Fishborg Planter from the graveyard.
Okay. Show me Marmalade.
Okay.
Whoa, that is a water monster.
That is a water monster. And we're going to sack it off for Mecha Sea Dragon Plesion. Activate Lemuria, and we can out the Emperor.
I will take the 200.
And I will pass the turn. Fishborg Planter coming in clutch.
That it did. Well, it's a Bulblader, asshole.
God damn it. Okay, sure. Well, you know what? You had to have another Bulblader. And the fact that you're two Bulbladers down, I'm feeling pretty good about that.
That's pretty good.
Okay, we'll draw. Standby main. I guess I can start getting in here. And there is like some other fun stuff I can kind of do. So I kind of want to see how it goes. I'm going to bring out Abyss Warrior.
Ooh, he is big.
Let's go 2K.
I'll take 2K.
And I'm going to go to second main. I could stack you here. It's kind of funny because I could put Prophecy on the top of your deck and make you blank a draw effectively. But the problem is if you have a way to actually summon that card, then that's like a bit of an issue. And we have like Solar Windjammer and shit. So I think it's probably not wise in this position to do so. I like in a simplified game state, though. Abyss Warrior can actually just like take over the game entirely. It's kind of cool.
All right. Well, draw for turn. Oh, this is a cute thing that I can do. Well, you didn't stack my deck, but I'm going to stack my own. I'm going to use Abyss Warrior, declare it, discard an Abyss Hild from my hand. Unfortunately, no effect from her to put Bulblader back on top of my
Nice, just
deck.
to get the removal. That's smart.
Yeah, let's just clear.
Crash him up, sure.
Your go.
Very smart play. I'll go main phase 1. Now, this is the confusing thing about Fishborg Planter. It says once while this card is in the graveyard, but it doesn't say like a once per duel type thing. So like, I'm not sure how this works.
I think that just means if you miss, you don't get to do it again.
I see. I mean, but it already says you can only use the effect once per turn anyway. So it seems redundant to me. It's weird.
It is.
Anyway, you have Bulblader, which is bullshit. So I'm going to go for another Abyss Warrior, I guess.
Okay.
Battle. I mean, we're doing fine so far. I guess I'll just go 2K.
I'll take 2,000.
And I will pass. Go ahead.
All right. Draw for turn. Main 1. I guess I have to keep doing this. I'm like massively behind on tempo in this game. But I'll attack in with my Abyss Warrior.
Sure. It's fine.
Your go.
We'll draw. Still got the Bulblader I got to worry about. That's fine. Deep Sweeper! Get sweeping once again. Sweep me to the 3-0, my friend. Go ahead.
It really is going to be the 3-0. I don't really have much of a good out for another Deep Sweeper. Let's... God. This is really bad.
If only the set had, like, interactive removal. Huh. Weird.
True. Really and truly
Why don't you do the Hidden Arsenal packs? Here you go, ladies and gentlemen.
This is exactly what happens. Actually, I have a different plan.
Okay.
I'm going to set a different monster.
Sure.
I will pass the turn.
We'll draw. Let me think. What could that be? 2K Defenders, potentially. If it's, like, Mander, it's 22. So it's, like, actually big enough to withstand. If it's any 2K Defender, it could still withstand, actually. And they've got Bulblader. I still haven't gotten that out of you yet. I will activate Fishborg Planter.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. Oh, this is just the end of the game. What am I doing? Plesion.
Oh. Well.
Activate, tribute, pop, attack for 23.
Behold, Magmor.
Never mind. This isn't the end of the game then. I stand corrected. Mogmole has fucked me up, I guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, you got me.
Draw for turn. And guess what, buddy? It's the Bull Blader time.
Yep. I can't believe the Mogmole actually worked. That's kind of crazy. Okay, Abyss Warrior off the top, please. That's not an Abyss Warrior. We'll go Fishborg Planter. There we go.
Oh, good.
This is game
Excellent.
Anyway, because this has attack points. So
it
we'll
does
normal
have
this.
attack points.
Actually, wait, shit. I don't think I have enough damage now. No, I don't.
Let's go.
I'm still off. No, I'm not. I normal Abyss Lung.
Oh, this gives attack points.
To all waters, and that counts himself. So he is 17, and my planter is 7. So it's...
Oh, that went fantastically, let me tell you.
Okay, that was shit. That was actual
That
agony.
was absolute garbage.
That could have easily gone in either one of our favors, too.
That is true, especially if I had done game 1, you know, like a person who had any idea what the hell they were doing. So here's my
That's good.
one and only copy of Plesion.
Okay.
And then my Plesion at home, Rage of the Deep Sea.
Rage of the Deep Sea is legit. I was playing some of him too, but like we have to get to a mid to late game scenario for this card to be crazy. It's cool though because the Fishborg Planter actually starts fueling the graveyard to make Rage even stronger.
Well,
So-
you would think, but I basically did not pull water monsters.
Really?
I kept trying to build a deck that would make Fishborg Planter work for me, and I just don't have enough water monsters to do it with.
That's so interesting. Like I was only on the one planter, which is kind of strange. I feel like in retrospect I should have played more because that card was actually fucking crazy.
Whoa. What was that trap card you just blew
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I pulled Sphere, which is crazy, but I also pulled Squall, which Squall's kind of nuts because now it sucks. Actually, let me take a step back here. Squall sucks because I only have 5 targets for Squall. So if I actually like want to Squall, I need to be like pretty far into the game for it to happen. But I have 2 targets. I have Gaga Gigo the Risen and One-Eyed Skill Gainer, which is kind of sick.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, so I've got some different things for that. And then Abyss Sphere is cool, but I don't have any like good targets for it. So basically it's just like tribute fodder or a way to like end the game essentially. Didn't see it, but didn't really need it either. I wasn't sure if the snow stuff was going to come up either. I also envisioned a world where I could go like Solar Windjammer and then Fishborg Planter out of the grave and then sack both for the Snow Dust Dragon, which is just the biggest thing in this entire set. Even though it does lose to like Bull Blader and everything, it just hits over everything anyway. So I don't know.
Well, this one was a grand old time. Folks, you got your Hidden Arsenal set, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a whole Forbidden Dress in your deck as well.
I never saw it, and like it would have been fine. Wow, your deck is something.
Suspect. It is
You really did not pull waters. Wow.
Yeah, I really did not get waters to work with.
It's funny because you got like Turge as well as Pike, and I didn't get either of those, which would have been great in my deck just because I got Squall. But yeah, it's interesting. Like you had to go like with One-Shot Wand and like Emperor. I pulled Empress of Prophecy. It's not in here actually, unfortunately. But so I thought about it for a second. I'm like, that'd be very funny, but it just didn't seem particularly good because it's kind of bad. But yeah, wow, that's so weird how our decks actually looked like quite different. So like, did you not get any of the snow stuff, or did you just not want to play it?
I just thought it was not going to do me much. Like the Snow Dragon is a garbage card.
I agree.
And Snow Dust Dragon is outed by Bull Blader and Plesion and everybody and their dog. And so aside from the things that I obviously have in here, it didn't seem worth playing to me. And I guess you're just on common waters for the Fishborg Planter, and you're just on one planter. So I don't know. Game 2 was really frustrating too, because I had the ability to steal Bull Blader to go into Gaga Gigo the Risen with Mind Pollutant.
That's cool.
But for whatever reason, I had like both of my only level 3 monsters in my deck in my hand, and so I couldn't. I had Turge, discard Hild, which could summon the Mander that I had in my hand, but I would still need a third level 4 to go into Gaga Giga the Risen, and that's what I was hoping to draw into, and I just never made it there. I just kept drawing either spells or level 3 monsters.
Sure. Yeah, and it's like, it's rough. I mean, that's just like your typical sealed issue, right? When like just things don't line up that way. Yeah, I don't know. I figured like the snow stuff was kind of bad, but like it fueled for planter, and I figure like if there's like enough like random things that could special summon that like maybe they'd come up. I don't know. It was a bit of a weird call, but like there was just nothing else really good to play in the entire set, right? I could have played like, I pulled a few Emperors, so I guess I could have played him over those, but I liked having the water synergy just for stuff like the planter and the like. So I pulled like triple Justice of Prophecy too, but like the spellcaster support aside from One-Shot Wand isn't particularly good.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is a bit of a weird one. I hope Cosmo Blazer is going to be better than this, because this Rising, great set for Constructed, not for Sealed. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons for all of their continued support. So shout out to Shadow1317, Tim00x3, Moto, MBT Playing with Dolce, Cameron Smith, Pony Stark, Part 2, The Synchro Guy, Dan Manhoben, Phoenix the Immortal, Dixon Yamada, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, Valen Jackson, Little Fadeleaf, Dylan Hunter, Cody Brett's Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, and Taisho. Thanks for the sleeves, Dad. Max, Matthew Brady, Twinkle Muncher, Dalton, Luabon, Yodabon. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to give me therapy. Helios515, Simos Chaos Cooking Draft, Cheeks McLapperty, Stolpen Amethyst, Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnels, Wonder Waffle, MBT Cancel by all Community soon, Cancel by all Committee soon, Cancel by all Players soon, Sakura-san, Shrugzix, The Crystal Beast Enthusiast, ITF, Corvain, and True Dragon Gaming. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.